the cost of being good at something is being bad at it first. And I would know this as someone who rotates between 25 different hobbies. Let me tell you, I was so crusty at the beginning at basically all of them. And like, you'll hear words like talent thrown around. Wow, she's so talented at drawing. They're so talented at music. Like, to an extent, some people have a genetic advantage, but the true honement of a skill comes from the commitment to keep picking it up, even when it doesn't produce the results you necessarily want. So for me, when I create a piece of art that looks fucking disgusting, I still feel proud of it. Why? Because it's one step closer towards getting towards the art that I know I can create once I refine my skill. And so the price that we pay to be good at things is to be bad at them first. And once you get over that hurdle that you're going to be bad at something, like the first 20, 30 hours that you do it, let me tell you, life gets so much easier. Life gets so much more fun because you expect yourself to be bad. And when you produce a shit piece of art, you laugh. You laugh in joy, knowing that it's getting you one step closer towards where you want to be. And remember, our taste always comes before our skill. You know a favorite song and you know why you like that song and you want to be able to recreate it. Great, but you're going to need to suffer through the fact that you're not going to be good at it at first. And guess what? It doesn't need to be suffering. It can be absolute joy once you let go of the expectation that you do not need to be good at something at first in order for you to become good at it later. And as someone who has, once again, rotated between their 25 hobbies, I'll tell you what, when I put something down, I might not pick it up for 6, 8 months. I might not watercolor for 6 to 8 months, but when I go to watercolor again, my neural network is already so much more grown than it was when I first started that you pick it up easier. And so, let's say that in 20 years' time, when I'm 43 and I'm just wanting to pick up a new skill and I choose watercolor, well, girly pop, I've already gotten over the beginner hurdle because of the investment I made when I was young. And if you're young as well, if you're under the age of 25, 30, your brain is at a physical advantage. And that's not to say you can't learn things when you're older, but rather it's to say that if you have this this youth advantage, you should be milking it dry. You should be throwing yourself into anything that interests you because the opportunity cost is so high. If you decide that you love guitar and you give it a really good crack, that's incredible. That's amazing. That's what you should be doing, even if you're shit at it at first. Because who knows? Maybe one day you'll pick up the guitar again and you'll be like, oh my God, this is my passion and my joy. Maybe you'll try 7 other instruments that won't resonate with you and you'll think back to the guitar and be like, oh my God, I really resonated with that and I just didn't know it yet because I hadn't picked up other instruments. Give yourself the opportunity to be bad at things so that you can become good at things. And I mean this to the core of my soul, because I'll tell you what, you give me any of those 25 hobbies and someone will be like, oh my God, wow, it seems like you know what you're doing. It's yes, sis, I've been doing this shit since I was 15. And as I said before, commitment doesn't need to look like an everyday practice, despite what the internet may tell you. Commitment can look like picking something up once a year, once every 2 years, once every 3 years. If something is calling you, just fucking go for it. And I'll tell you what, when you least expect it, you'll find you've improved. And that has been the case for me with drawing, with music, with songwriting, with singing, with breathwork, with yoga, with dance, with flow, with all the things that I love to do. I've gotten over the beginner hurdle, not because I stayed consistent every single day, but because I stayed consistent in my heart and showing up, even when it's been 8 months, even when it's been a year. I don't care. If my soul wants to draw, I'm gonna draw. If my soul wants to sing, I'm gonna sing. And I'm not necessarily gonna force it on myself for the sake of being I do this every day. When you're young, the goal isn't to be absolutely perfect at everything. Go for breadth. And then once you've gotten a wide berth of all the things that you're passionate and interested in, then you can go for depth. And so when you're young, you really don't need to worry too much about being absolutely perfect or something, or mastery. You've got decades for mastery. Go out and find what inspires your soul. Don't just stick to the first thing that comes along, because who knows, you might pick up guitar and be like, oh, I like this. But what if your true passion is the saxophone? And you'd never know unless you go for breadth. And I'm not saying abandon something that you want to have mastery over. No. This is just about following your heart, your passion, your instincts, and showing up, even if it's not every day, even if it's once a year. That still matters. And let me tell you, it's all added up.